coming at you with a little bit of whole body workout action today. We're gonna do the following exercises as nonstop as possible. You're gonna get some burpees, you're gonna get some push-ups, some sit-ups, some squats or squat jumps, and something called mountain climbers. So I'm gonna break these exercises down, and once you are familiar with them, then you're going to go off and rock out your workout for today. Now, burpees. Okay, I'm going to first just demonstrate a burpee straight up, and then I'm going to give you a couple different versions. I want you to try it as I explain it, all right, and see which works for you, or you can just kind of watch it and be like, nah, JB, it ain't going to work. And I'll give you a couple more, and you can see which one might work out for you. All right, so a burpee is essentially, it's a squat, right? We're going to lower down to a squat, put our hands down, jump down and lower into a push-up, push back up, jump up, and a little bit of a jump at the end. Okay, so one more time, a little bit faster. I'm going to bend down, hands down, soft elbows as I land, push back up, jump up, and a little jump at the top. All right, so that's a burpee now. That might not be accessible for everyone. So here's an alternative way to do it. Same thing, start, you bend down, you put your hands down. Step one foot back, step the other foot back, step foot forward, little jump. Okay, so that's one version. Another version you might get into, bend down, hands down, one foot back, the other foot back, push up, step forward, and then up. Another version, bend down, hands down, lower, push up, and jump forward, and then jump up. So you don't have to jump back, you can step back. However, if you can jump forward and then jump up, do that. If you can't, step up. So you can see, you can rewind this if you need to, but there's many ways to do it. That's a burpee. Next, push-ups, right? I don't want your elbows way out to the side, but I don't need them, you don't need to squeeze them to the side like a grasshopper either. So somewhere in between. Hands positioned right underneath the shoulders. You might even want to tilt yourself a little forward. Elbows toward the side of the body. You're going to lower to your shoulders and your elbows about the same height, and then push back up. All right. Now, that might not work for you. And we're going back. We talked about this earlier in the semester about sort of a yoga push-up. If you need to use your knees, okay, you don't leave your hips back here. You create that ramp. Lower forward, shoulders, same height as the elbows. You can see my feet are coming off the ground. That's okay. And then push back up. All right, now if pushing back up is difficult for you, all right, you can do what's called a negative rep. Okay, so if you're really still working on your upper body strength, and when you lower, you can't push back up, right? That's all right. Kind of push back towards a child's pose, come back towards a tabletop, create your ramp, and you do a negative rep. So negative rep is when you really go slowly as you lower down. So you're resisting the way down. And you're going to do this to at least a 3 count, maybe a 5 count. You're going to try to push yourself back up. Nope. Okay. Collapse. Gently. Come back. Create the ramp with your body. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Try to push back up. You might surprise yourself. If not, you can lower and come back. All right. So those are the various ways that you can accomplish push-ups, regardless of your upper body strength. Sit-ups. Feet flat, knees bent. The feet come up a little bit, that's okay. Have your hands behind your head, across your chest, whatever works. And you are going to sit all the way up, old school sit-up style. Okay, it's 1, 2. All right. If you want to make this maybe a little bit harder, you can do sort of like pike sit-ups, right? So you straighten everything out, lower down almost all the way to the ground, and then come up. 1, 2. All right. So that's an option as well. Next, squat jumps. Squat jumps, all about the landing. Bend your knees softly when you land. Going right back into a squat. So lower down, jump up, land soft. So So when I land, I'm not here and then lowering into a squat. I land and squat at the same time. Land and squat at the same time. Word? Now, if you've got some knee things going on, like for me, got a little bit of MCL stuff happen, I shouldn't be doing squat jumps. So instead, I'm just going to do squats. The big thing here, when I lower, my knees don't jut forward. I sit back into my heels. I lower until my butt is even with my knees. And then I push up through my heels as I come up. When I push up, I make sure my knees don't collapse in. Okay, so if you're doing squats, the big thing is the knees don't jut forward as you lower down. Sit back into your heels, and they don't collapse in as you come back up. Last one, mountain climbers. Mountain climbers, hands starting in a push-up position. So hands are right underneath the shoulders again. And I'm going to step my foot as far forward as I can, and then the other foot, 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 and the other foot. All right? And you'll modify these. You'll do your best with this as you go. So one on the right and one on the left equals one full round. So there you go. You got your burpees, push-ups, sit-ups, squat jumps, and mountain climbers. So that is going to be our circuit. Hits the entire body. You're going to do the best you can with it. Rewind, go back over these, see which one works for you, get it down, and then go ahead and go into the instructions for today. Good luck. You got this. It might not be easy, all right, but you're going to learn about yourself, the process. So do hard work, make it happen. Bam, pow, wha.